The No Fade channel, checking in. And on this episode of Dad's Home Gym, it's my favorite time of the year, Black Friday, only to be surpassed by Cyber Monday. And on this episode of Dad's Home Gym, I am going to see what kind of home gym I can build for $1,000. Now, in a previous video, I did this mental task to kind of see what I could get for $1,000 because it's 2020 and everyone's favorite words are out of stock. There's no deals, there's no sales. Frankly, everything has been jacked up in price. In previous years, you could just rule the roost when it came to Black Friday and Cyber Monday for getting some really good home gym equipment deals, tons of different options for free shipping, bonus equipment, big discounts. You get the idea. Wow, what a difference a year makes, huh? I'm hoping that this Black Friday we can actually get some good deals. I want to see what I could get for that $1,000. And since I did this mental task just a few weeks ago, we're going to change it up just slightly. Overall, I happen to think these small little mental tasks of seeing what's out there, what you can get, where the price points are, is really beneficial. Even if you're like me and you've got probably 99% of all the home gym equipment you could want, I think it's beneficial because it helps you really pinpoint what your next purchase is going to be to make sure that it's exactly what you need, exactly what you want, and with the company and the price that you want as well. So listen, it's 2020. I can't say it enough. There's not much out there. And so here's the stipulations that we're going to have for today's $1,000 home gym build. Number one, I'm going to assume it's in a garage. The reason being, even though I'm in my basement here, I'm going to assume that height restrictions are not going to be a problem. Obviously, when you build out your home gym, if you're in a basement or if you're trying to squeeze it into a bedroom, you need to be cognizant of how high your ceiling is going to be because your rack might not fit in there. Number two, I am actually going to try not to just go completely budget. My previous one, I went like budget to the nth degree just to try to get the equipment in so that I could, in theory, start my home gym. I'm going to go middle of the road. Reason being, I want to have a build that then I could build on. Hear me out. I want to have some middle of the road equipment that once it's in my home gym, I'm going to get really good use out of it and not be already thinking about, oh, this bar is junk. I wish I had a better bar. I wish I had a better rack. I wish I had picked better plates or this or that. So I'm going to try to go middle of the road, something that once it's in the home gym and set up, I'm going to be happy with for a long time and not necessarily or immediately just be wishing I didn't cheap out on what I purchased. And I'm going to have in mind future purchases. What do I mean by that? Well, I'm going to have a really solid, or hoping to have a really solid base build that I could build on top of. Meaning, maybe don't get all the plates that I wish I had, but then down the road, when birthday or Christmas comes around, maybe you pick up extra plates. Same thing goes for specific accessory equipment as well. So today's build is really going to be a little bit tough because I'm going to try to get as much as I can middle of the road and get as much savings as I can as I explore what's in stock and all of the other sellers of online fitness equipment. Previous years, there was like 4 or 5 big ones: Rep Fitness, Titan Fitness, Again Faster, Rogue Fitness, Amazon.com, and then Walmart.com. Now, because home gym equipment has been going nuts, there is just so many other sellers out there. And some of them are just selling the same exact stuff at different prices, and some of them are selling slightly different things. And many of them, as you would imagine, are out of stock. One of the things that will be an issue in previous years, you were able to really buy all of your stuff from one company and then get the bonus of either free shipping, or you capped out the shipping because you bought so much stuff from them so that you only had to pay like $100 for all this whole stuff. It's not going to be like that. I'm probably going to have to go across 2 or maybe even 3 companies to get everything I want. And again, I want to stay under that $1,000 mark. That's including shipping. So hopefully we can put a good build together, and hopefully you can come along for the ride. Let me know in the comments below what you think are great middle of the road options for a barbell, for a rack, for plates, and for any forth. I can't tell if this power rack is going to be in stock. They keep changing the color on me. And my plan was to go through here, get a budget system, but even going budget, right, trying to get under $1,000, you didn't have actual bench. I was going to leave you without a bench. You're going to have some really nice equipment, some really good weights, and an awesome barbell, but you weren't going to have any bench. And even then, I don't think I can actually check out because for some reason it keeps allowing me to order it and then saying it's out of stock. I'm not sure why. Overall, I happen to be a big fan of Rep Fitness. I happen to think they have great equipment. And if you're looking for stuff, I would argue that don't wait for sales. Figure out what you want and just buy it. The only problem is you end up getting hit with that shipping because you're only buying one piece of equipment at a time as it comes into stock. So unfortunately, Rep Fitness is out of the running for what we want. So let's go to Amazon, and I wanted to get you some nice pieces of equipment, some pieces of equipment that were going to essentially stand the test of time. And the only piece of equipment that I ended up going with was going to be the Ohio bar E-coated, and this was going to end up being $28.50, $25 shipping plus tax. Then for plates, the cheapest plates that I was able to find without maximizing shipping is Titan Fitness. I have a love-hate relationship with them, largely because some of their stuff is complete junk. Some of their stuff is just basic budget stuff like these plates here, and they get the job done. And that's why we're going here with these plates. I was able to get you 2 sets of 45-pound plates, and we are at $380. That is free sales tax, no shipping. I do know they have 5% codes out there that I've been able to find. I'm not going to factor that in, but none of this stuff was on sale. We could have gotten all this stuff as of right now, same price as yesterday. So moving over to Amazon, they do happen to have some pretty good deals, although a lot of the equipment on here is suspect in terms of quality. And this is really going against what I wanted to do, which was to get you stuff that could last, even if you did have a really basic home gym. However, we're just working with the hand that we are dealt, and I was able to get you this combo. And again, getting this combo was able to save you a ton of money. This fitness reality combo allowing you to get a rack, a bench, an incline bench, and to get the pull-up bar. This is what's huge. Pull-up bars are so important if you're trying to get back day in. I'm a big fan of the pull-up bar, and that was definitely a must-have. So something that you could probably work around if you already had a pull-up bar in your home gym system. But man, this thing is super, super budget, unfortunately. And then finally, I got you a jump rope, right? And if you did the math, if you do all the math, we're actually just over by about 25 bucks. So even though I got you a whole bunch of junk minus the bar, you still over for 25 bucks. Moral of the story is a few things. Number one, this is definitely the year to upgrade your equipment in terms of figure out which piece of equipment you need to upgrade, spend the money, get the upgrade, and then sell the piece of equipment you have on the used market, because the used market is just absolutely bananas. Secondly, if you're trying to make a home gym, the real big cost is going to be the rack and the weights. That's really the big cost factor in there because of the shipping, and because if you're a really strong person, you do happen to need a lot of weights. Clearly, the 45-pound weights add up very, very quickly. Yeah, horrible year to get home gym equipment. I happen to think that you're probably better off if you're starting out your home gym to go with a fitness mentality versus like, a powerlifting or an Olympic lifting mentality. Your money's going to go further with trying to just get enough equipment to do a fitness workout and then build on that. But man, this was a really ugly Black Friday for people on a budget. I think if you were ready to drop a lot of money, you could have definitely gotten a much better deal. But the inventory on a lot of these companies is just so low that even if you had the money to spend, you probably wouldn't be able to buy it all at once. You'd have to kind of put it in piecemeal and then get hit with that shipping again and again and again. I really wanted this video to come out better than it did, and frankly, I think my first video on how to build a budget gym at $1,000 was better because we went 100% budget and 100% fitness focused, and that allowed to really just stack up a lot of variety. So we have epically failed in my attempts to build a budget gym, and hopefully this, even though it was a failure, helped you learn a few key lessons with respect to what you should focus on with your build and what you should go budget on, and try to give you some forward thinking so that you're not picking up or being forced to pick up something like this and then ultimately you want to get rid of it just as soon as you get it in, or you're trying to get rid of it because it's just very cheap, but it did fit your budget, right? So ideally you'd have the money to spend, and you basically wait until the right equipment comes up and pick the right inventory and right equipment for you, But man, if you're on a budget, it's a tough time out there if you're on a budget. Hopefully you found this little home gym mental experiment helpful. Hopefully it's going to help you make the right decisions on your next purchase of your home gym equipment, because sometimes it's not about having all the best home gym equipment in the world. It's about making sure that you get exactly what you need and exactly what you're going to use. If you came this far in the video, do me a huge favor, give this video a like, hit that subscribe button, let me know in the comments below what I overlooked, because I know I overlooked something today. Drop it in the comments below. As usual, thank you for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back. The No Fate 24/7 channel may seem like a potpourri of review videos, but I simply cover my tricks, trips, and tribulations as I help you be great parents to your kids and still accomplish your own personal goals.